fuck's this guy looking for? What are you looking for, Logan?
I'm patient. I'm getting ready.
This guy is such a fucking character.
Alright.
Are we going? What I'm about to say.
move up the table, bro. Move up. This guy's absolutely fucked. Hello. 1 2 1 2. Okay. What are you about to say?
What I'm about to say?
Are you alright?
May shock you.
Okay, go for it.
Help!
I just turned him on.
Help!
There you go.
This shit. What the fuck is that?
What I'm about to say may shock you.
Okay.
I was out last night.
I can tell.
I was out late last night, and look, I don't want to hear it, bro. I know I'm an hour late.
I don't care. That's cool.
To be honest.
That's fine.
Are you sure?
No. Sorry, I was a bit fucked up this morning myself, so it's all good.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
I'm like that every podcast, though. Like my Russell Brand podcast, I remember, like, for the majority of it just being like, wow, he's really talking fast.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, he talks fast anyway.
He talks fast, and he says a lot of things.
But then I was like, I really hope people don't realize how fucked I am.
That doesn't feel like a podcast where you should be toasted.
It was the worst one. I think I blagged it, though.
Why'd you get so fucked up, dude?
It's a podcaster thing, I think. You know what I mean?
Dude, every podcast I go on, the host is getting fucked up.
Yep.
What's our deal? What the fuck is wrong with us? We're alcoholics.
I do think so, because you hear everyone's problems and it sort of weighs you down a bit, and you start feeling like some sort of therapist, and you're like, I just need to cope.
I also think it just like loosens you up a little bit.
Yeah, good chat, innit?
Dude, I smoked for the first time online on Andrew Schultz's podcast the other day, and I was like nervous how I was gonna be, and I can actually like handle it. I can handle smoking a J and speaking at length. I think I might indulge a little more in the future. I think High Logan is like super curious.
We can make that happen right now if you want.
You have weed?
Not officially, but yeah.
I hear you. Is it legal here?
Nope. But you know.
Well, yeah, I'm still waking up, dude.
We don't want to put you back to sleep.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah, you're pretty tired.
I find when I smoke midday kind of fucks the rest of my day.
Yeah, it does.
And I got a big day, dude.
Yeah.
I got a big day. I'm going to see Book of Mormon. I said it. I'm excited.
Isn't that some fucking play?
It's not just some fucking play, brother.
Okay, yeah.
That's the play.
What happened last night though? Because you said something happened last night.
Oh, dude, I went to the box.
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
Go for it. I heard Mike got 2 girls back to his room.
Mike was having threesomes.
Okay. Classic.
Well, I just like the girls here in London. Like, I mean,
tell me, because you've got an international palate now. You're used to women. You've been all over the shop. So what? How do London girls differ from Puerto Rico, America, LA, all of this? Tell me.
I think they're just forward.
Yeah,
I think so.
How forward we talking?
Like they'll fuck Mike Malak kind of forward.
I mean, that's pretty forward.
I mean, like at what point?
But what? How did they approach you though? How did they approach you?
I'm actually spoken for, so I'm not indulging.
But they were approaching
in the past.
Surely
I've been approached.
They're still talking to you though.
You know what? I don't think I really get approached. I'm pretty insulated.
So when you're single, are you the approacher?
Like I guess the answer would be yeah, but I'm also I'm not really like approaching.
Is that because you feel a bit like, because your position, you got to be careful? So.
Yeah, man, I'm just so cautious about like everything, and like if I like go for a girl, like you'll know that I'm locked in on you. I'm like a one. I see what I like, and then I'll just like go.
Don't lose that from experience. That's the best way to be, because I've tried it Mike's way,
Mike plays the field.
Well, yeah.
Mike's the shortstop. Mike's the first baseman. Mike's the catcher.
Yeah,
Mike's the
being there.
pitcher. Yeah.
I did a long time like that. It's not the healthiest way. The healthiest way is just one person. It's a lot less stressful.
Yeah. I'm not I like the chase. I just I don't know, man. I don't know.
What kind of women are we talking? Because if I'm right in thinking, a lot of the girls I've seen you with in the past, they have a certain sort of status.
You think so?
I don't really see you with what I would class as a normal girl who just happens to work at a coffee shop. Like, they tend to be in circles where, like, that baseball player's daughter, then there was the actress, then there's...
I see.
You know what I mean? Like, they've already got a bit of a following. They've already got their blue tick.
I see. I guess, yeah, historically that does make sense. What I've found is when someone is in the same industry as me or loosely related, media, content, forward facing, there's a level of relatability there that the average girl sometimes I don't vibe with. Like average is such a shit word for that.
Normal, like people in normal jobs though. Like
Yeah.
you do not have a normal job, so therefore someone else would kind of need to understand that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is important to me.
Yeah.
It is also hyper refreshing when I do find a person who's not sucked into the social media world bullshit and the entertainment bullshit. It's also incredibly refreshing. But long term, if I'm gonna be with someone, it's nice to be able to talk about an edit on a video or like an opinion on a picture or something where there's
stuff in common.
Like I was at work today and the director did this, and there's like a back and forth about making a movie, or because this person has been in that world before. It's nice for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this latest relationship you're in, does that tick in that box for you creatively?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is have you revealed her? Nah. Why not?
Because I really want to get this right.
And you feel like that's fucked it up last time, like previous? No,
I don't feel like it's fucked it up. I just want to take my time and get it right. Because I don't know. I think this one's special, really special.
You love hard though, don't you? Because I remember the way you went on with Chloe fucking Bennett, as you used to call her, and you do get really, like you say, focused in on these.
Yeah, well, I'm an extremist. That's just how I am in my life. Everything I do, it's that's what I'm doing now.
We know, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fight. Who are you fighting? Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
I get it.
I want to skip all the bullshit in between. I'm locked in.
You're going for the heavyweight title immediately.
Bingo.
Yeah. So she's a 10. We already know that.
She's a 10 all around.
What was the allure personality wise?
She's fucking hilarious and smart and self-aware. She has every quality of
sort of like Liam Payne then. No, sorry. We'll get onto that. No.
Oh man. No. I don't want to talk too much about it just cuz I don't know. I'm still in the water, but
you know the paparazzi thing, because I've seen you get papped when you're starting out with a relationship. Is that something you're very wary of? You're like, oh
yeah. Last night, you know what we did before we entered the box? Because man, we actually had to press a paparazzi because we were at this restaurant and she saw this dude outside of our window of the restaurant creeping with his phone, taking pictures through the window. She's like, yo, this guy just fucking took a picture of that guy right there. So we went out and we're like, yo, delete the fucking picture, dude. He's like, I didn't take a picture. I'm like, then why are you creeping through a window? He's like, I am paparazzi, but I didn't take a picture. And then we realized we were being followed. And before we went in, so we go separate for now. Eventually, I don't know, man. Just that paparazzi photo of you with a girl for the first time is semi a big deal. I want the
it goes everywhere, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. And I want the out to be kind of under our control. Are we ready for the world to see us? If the answer is yes, then let's decide what we're gonna do about it.
How long have you been?
But last night, listen. She went first.
Okay.
And then me and Mike came out holding hands. so I was just.
I like that.
I haven't seen
that's like when you fuck with the cops when they're following you. You're like, come on, fucker, we're going for a ride.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah.
So how long have you been knowing this girl, dating this girl?
It's a little over a month now. We've been together not like every day, every second of every day. I've never had a connection like this.
Do you ever? Obviously, I'm going to ask this. Do you worry that it's gone one extreme to another and you're pushing it too fast? Because I feel like sometimes those kind of situations in my life, they've been a bit like a firework. You know, they take off like fuck and then they explode because it's just too much, too fast, and it doesn't develop slowly enough.
So this is what I'm trying to avoid. You know, I just want to get it right because it's the extremely special human that I happen to find, and I think there's a lot of meat on this bone, like really, like good A5 Wagyu.
Wow. You're just chewing it.
So I just want to
How did you meet roughly, if you can say it without revealing too much?
It was on a trip.
Cool. Was this on your photography trip?
It's a funny story. No. It started there.
Oh, really?
It's yeah. I'll tell this full story one day. Geordie, what else you got, bro? I can't.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just oh man, I don't know how much I want to talk about because people run with this shit and like.
I hear you.
But I am excited about it. I'm
happy for you.
I'm excited about what I think I'm building in this relationship.
I only worry because like how old are you now? 26?
27.
27. Sorry. So you're in the prime of your life. And you're at your drink prime. You're definitely doing some amazing things, and I get why you'd want a partner to roll with you along that. But it also is, more than anyone, it's fucking hard. And
to what?
To carry a relationship through all that shit.
It scares her as well.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
She's older than me. She goes, "You're 27 years old. You're still a
she's older.
Yeah,
cougar."
She's like, you're
little
still
cratle snatcher here.
Not that
sorry.
Not that much older.
She's like 6 months older. And I'm like,
no, she's 45. Nah.
What's the oldest woman you've been with?
In general?
Yeah.
Probably like 60, 65.
Fuck off.
What's so funny?
Fuck you, man. Tell me the truth. Have you ever been with a woman older than you? Other than that,
I go after grandmas.
Yeah. I've always thought like.
Right,
I wonder what that'd be like.
What are you about to say, bro?
40s, 50s. I wonder what that would be like. You know what I mean? Just to get a bit of a lesson.
You've given 40s a shot.
No, I haven't.
Make no fucking mistake.
No.
You've not given 40s a shot.
I think it's because it's weird because like. You know, like YouTuber mothers, they like me. Whenever I meet the boys' mothers, they always look at me and think, "Oh, he's all right." Like, you know, but they're all taken.
A fan of yours, or has a.
These older women, man, they I don't know. They look at me a certain way, but they're like, "Yeah, but I'm married now, so we can't go down that road."
I bet you could, Geordie.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to them. I'll ask Mike what he says. Liam Payne, right? People have asked me to ask you about this because, like, how could I not? This podcast went weirdly viral for the wrong reasons. If you're Liam Payne, like this guy, not a bad guy. You know, he didn't say anything that was particularly made him a bad person, but he came across completely not self-aware. Now, for you. When you're in the room with him, are you aware of that this guy is making himself look like a bit of a douchebag? Just checking this out there.
It's a great question. The answer is no. I wasn't aware.
Really?
I didn't think anything of.
Even when he said like the thing about the hands and how you'll lose the use of your hands if you don't take them off me now.
I mean, bro, that's like male testosterone talk.
It is, but the way he delivers it, looking like him, even you were like, I think you were like, oh.
I mean,
the guy said he wanted to fight KSI. Like, he doesn't come across as someone who's in the room, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
What's wrong? Are you checking your hair out?
I just look beat right now.
Yeah, but you're doing a Liam Payne. Come on.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
In the room, bro. What do you mean you look beat?
I'm just waking up and I'm trying to answer your questions all good. I'm going to be bald in like 5 years. So when I have hair, I need to make sure it looks fucking good.
Are you worried about your hair? Genuinely.
I'm not worried about
when you
shit,
say you're going to be bald.
No, I'm not worried. These are just facts.
What about hair replacement and all that shit? Would you do that?
I'm going to Turkey, baby. Yeah, I'm plugging my scalp up. I don't give a fuck.
You get a butt lift as well while you're at it.
I'm getting BBL. I'm getting ass shots. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look porcelain.
This is why you need to secure this girl now while you still look beautiful.
Dog,
Get her now.
I've been prepping her.
Knock her down.
She's, you know, I like you. I like you too. I'm like, yo, yeah, keep that energy.
Yeah. Is this why you did the bald video with KSI?
Yeah, I wanted to see how I would look bald.
Yeah.
Turns out, not a bad looking thumb.
There you go. You're all right. This is the thing, right? People need to understand that us men who shave our heads, we're really killing the game because it ain't easy to look good with a shaven head.
100%. 100%. What if your scalp is weirdly shaped?
There you go.
I got a lemon head, brother, and 3 scars running down this fucking side. Like, I got scars all over my head.
Yeah.
One is this big.
Chicks dig scars. You'll be fine.
I love scars, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have many tattoos, but I have so many scars. Scars are like my tattoo. I want to answer your question about Liam.
All right.
The answer is no. I didn't think anything of the podcast. Sure, he said some outlandish shit. Sure, we were drinking on a podcast. My man was feeling himself, trying to stir the pot.
He really was feeling himself.
Bro, he's feeling himself. He's trying to stir the pot. I get it. I've done the same shit. I went on a podcast, said some dumb ass shit. I'll say some dumb shit today, bro. Yeah. And like, you know, it creates good media. That's all when I'm making content online, I'm just thinking about, like, is this entertaining? Is someone going to see this and walk away with either like fuck this guy, or like a commentary on it? Anything that like this sparks a reaction is good. So I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I've done 330 podcasts. Mm-hmm. I'm so numb to shit, man. Like
but he hasn't, and for him, this was his chance to speak his truth and his moment. And as a boy band member, as a singer, you just have to not fuck up and the kids will love your music and the girls will sing your songs. And he showed that this idyllic boyfriend that they think he is bullshit. When he's going, yeah, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do the band thing anymore. I'm pretty much done. I don't need a single career. I've written some of the biggest songs ever. God, Ed Sheeran writes us a song. Go on then.
I hear you, you know
but
I try to empathize, man. Like no one's lived a life that kid has lived. It's got to be fucking insane, dude. You know, and no one knows what kind of upbringing he has. I mean, he's talked about it a little bit, but like truly, like to be any one of the One Direction kids has got to throw you in a fucking loop, dude. Like that getting that famous and rich that young can't be healthy, right? Like that famous, unprecedented levels of fame that I'm not sure we've ever seen before. The fangirls today still go crazy over these grown-ass men.
Yeah, I seen you were trending after that podcast.
Dog, the One Directioners were upset with me.
Yeah, because it's your fault that he sounded like an idiot.
I go,
it's easier to blame you, though, isn't it?
What have I done? You know, but it's guilty by association. I'm well aware of the siloed, rabid fan groups and their power when they get together.
You piss most of them off, I think.
Yeah. Especially the One Directioners, man.
Yeah.
Like they don't like Jake and I at all. But I got so much love for him.
Jake's banging on the door, being like, "Get the fuck out," to Zayn.
Yeah,
and Zayn's like, "Leave me alone."
No, he was talking shit. He was screaming back behind his door.
Yeah,
that night,
like a tough guy would,
bro. My mate, what was he saying behind the door? He's like, he's gonna fucking talk shit about me, just screaming behind this door. Yeah. And I tried to go calm him down that night. And he was just yelling. I'm like, I'm sure we could fix this. Like, whatever. He's got demons too, though. I'm sure they all got demons except Harry Styles. Obviously, he's an angel.
Yeah. I mean,
is he though?
This is the thing, that they were all put in a band because they weren't strong enough to go solo from being young, and they were able to lean on each other and be the boyfriends, and those girls have fallen for a hook, line and sinker, and I think what they got is a dose of reality, and it's probably easier to blame you than it is to realize this guy isn't what they thought he was, you know?
It's something very interesting about being a social media personality, especially the type that I am, where my life is kind of just my content, right? I'm just living and sharing. Big blessing that you either like me or don't like me for exactly who the fuck I am. No surprise here, right? With artists, actors, entertainers, often they're in character. Their art is the thing you like and know them for.
So they have to hide the real them.
You don't know who this fucking person is.
This is why they don't do podcasts, a lot of these people.
100%. You don't know who these people are. You like their music. You like their song. Then you meet them in real life. You find out they're a fucking piece of shit. Happens time and time and time again. They say don't meet your heroes. Some of them are awesome. Others you meet and you're just disappointed. Being a likable human is hard.
You ever had a hero disappoint you, like someone who you thought was going to be cool? Can you say who that was?
The Rock.
The Rock, really?
Yeah.
Why was he disappointing? Because I remember me and you talking about The Rock actually on the podcast, how you used to idolize the fact that he'd conquered so many different forms of entertainment and that you wanted to sort of replicate that in your own style. He's a big hero.
I've never told this story.
Well, fantastic. I mean, you've already said The Rock, mate. Come on.
I know.
Justify it.
All right, I'll give you some alpha. Fuck, man. All right. I love you, Geordie. I loved Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's the best.
Who doesn't?
Right? He's so likable, works hard, motivational. His energy is contagious.
He's always on jets.
He's always on jets.
We love a jet.
Yeah, and he in a weird way, there's no blueprint to the shit that I'm doing, but in a weird way, he made a blueprint for something that wasn't a career path that did not exist yet.
He could do it all.
Yeah. And in the same way, I kind of want to do something like that. It'll look vastly different, but, you know, in parallel, I believe I'll build a multifaceted career in the same way Dwayne The Rock Johnson has. Anyway.
You know, they look at where The Rock is now. When The Rock was your age, he didn't have two pennies to rub together and he was a nobody. So you're already way ahead of where he was. He was a struggling wrestler. I think he flunked out of the NFL, didn't make it.
And again, if you're laughing at that, like, you're a fucking loser. Like, I've proven time and time again that nothing's impossible, and I'm going to continue doing that. And everyone should believe that and go do the shit you want to do in life. Okay. We made a couple of videos together, me and Dwayne, back in the day when I was making Instagram Vine sketches. And great guy in real life. I was scared to meet him because I was like, is he going to be one of those people who I meet and I fall out of love with my idea of him? And no, sweetheart. Gave me the time of day, had a nice conversation. It was awesome. Made like 3 or 4 videos on separate occasions that all went like crazy viral. Like, I would consider him like maybe not like a friend, but definitely like an acquaintance, like very friendly with each other. Like, it's me and Dwayne, what's up? I don't know if I can tell this story.
I know you really don't want to say it because of how much you like him or whatever, but come on, Logan, tell the truth.
This was one of the saddest moments of my life. What I'm about to say. After Japan happened, obviously found myself in a hole, rightfully so, that I had never been in before. Extremely low mentally. And I got a call from my publicist, who also repped Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And she's like, hey, Dwayne has asked that you remove every picture and video that you've done with him. And maybe in the future, you know, the relationship can be reconciled, but for now, he basically wants nothing to do with you. Which I also understood. I get it. You know, I made a grotesque error, and he has had things happen in his life where, like a lot of people, that incident affected him in vastly different,
in a personal way.
Personal way.
I get you.
So I understood it, and that was the other part. I was like, fuck. You sleep in the bed you make, right? But I just wish I would have gotten like a call or a text or something, because like I thought we had a healthy relationship, an open line of communication, and I was so sad that my hero wanted nothing to do with me.
That sucks, bro.
And I was sad because I understood it. I really fucked up.
But it was the lack of a one-to-one call.
Just something, man, like,
or even a text or something.
Anything.
Yeah, because you were good enough when you were the hot kid on Vine, and he was benefiting off that relationship of being seen to be an older guy who's still cool because he's in with the cool kids.
Yeah, and by the way, he didn't need me
I'm not saying he needed you, but it's the same reason Jay-Z works with any hot rapper who's coming up is to maintain hit Jay-Z. And The Rock isn't stupid. You know, he's clearly done things. So he was benefiting in a way. You know what I mean?
And again, that's I totally got where he was coming from, you know? I was so disappointed, like, in myself, like a real disappointment in myself.
Yeah.
And so I vowed to get better. I vowed to change. Whatever time passed, I start doing well. And I don't know. I just wanted to be able to build a relationship with Dwayne that didn't end up happening, and that was very disappointing.
Did you reach out again?
Huh?
Did you reach out again after the...
I did not reach out. He did. He did about maybe like 5 months ago.
Ooh.
No, 3 months ago.
How did he reach out?
Like nothing ever happened.
What, like a text message or...
Instagram DM.
Okay. What was it, just like, hey...
You know that video where the monkey took my prime?
Yeah.
He thought it was funny. And
he didn't acknowledge that there was ever any disconnect there. And what did you do? Did you reply? Oh. Hey, fair play, like. That's a hero, and you're basically saying, if I wasn't good enough in my dark times, am I good enough now for you? Okay, well, no thank you then. And that was the frame of mind, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Because everyone wants you on the come up.
It's interesting how that works.
Do you think you might reply in time?
I think I'm a scumbag for outing this story.
Not really.
Publicly.
I think what you're not saying he's a bad person for what he did particularly.
No, dude, he's fucking awesome. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is awesome. I love him, but I was also just like,
he doesn't look at you as a fan of his though. What he was looking at that was like, I guess he's judging you and treating you not as his number one fan or someone who admires him so much. He's going, you're a big boy now and I'm going to treat you like a big boy, I guess. But I get you, considering how much the relationship was there, to work with him several times, a message or anything would be like, look, bro, I know you're going through a shit time right now, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to do this.
Because I did have heroes of mine do that. They did it.
We'll reconnect later on when you're
Call me personally.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm sure you understand. I can't have anything to do with you right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
which is, yeah.
And I go, dude, I fucking feel you. What do you, like, it's all gone. Anything we've ever done. Like, it's all, and he, he's busy. He don't owe me shit. He don't owe me shit. I want to make it very clear, but like, damn, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. It hurt. I'm sorry this was so long and drawn out to like explain.
Not really.
But like, I've never told that story, and I never meant to. But you asked, and so
Well, you haven't outed him as some sort of fucking serial killer though. Don't beat yourself up. Like,
No, not that. Just like, how me telling these stories, does it damage?
What?
Does it damage?
If anything, I think it's more likely to make him understand how you felt about it, and therefore
I've wanted to have a conversation with him about it, but like, I don't know.
Why didn't you reply, like, aside from what we said before then?
Because I didn't know what to say. I'm still stuck on the
my
cold
feelings.
turkey.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the, hey, bro, hey, kid, I know we were cool. I don't want fucking anything to do with you. Delete everything that I'm in connected to you. I'm still stuck on that.
Because there
so
was
4 years later, when it's like hey, dude, quote unquote, always been supporting you from afar. Keyword afar, like. I don't know what to say, dude. Like I cannot
always
forget about
me. What? Is deleting everything always supporting me? Is it? Yeah.
I said it to my boys. They go, "Yeah, keyword afar."
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
And I also get it. I get it, but like I can't forget about I'm still stuck here, man. And it hurt. And he probably didn't think twice about it, you know. Or
he definitely.
Or I've considered this.
Yeah.
I've considered this. My publicist just made all of it up, in which case I'm a fucking asshole. Because they're supposed to protect him too. The only thing is they also rep Kevin Hart, and I had made videos with Kevin. Like when I say rep, it's like 1-to-1. That is his publicist. I get you. She is my publicist as well. And Kevin didn't have me remove the video.
Oh, Kevin Hart.
Same shit, had a bunch of viral videos.
Oh yeah,
like, you know, easily could have.
But Kevin Hart's a different breed, isn't he, to The Rock in that regard? Like,
I agree.
He's been cancelled. He's been through a lot of things. He's a comedian.
I agree.
Whereas The Rock is cleaner than clean.
The only thing The Rock did ever that like polarized was when he said he was voting for Biden. When he said he was voting blue.
He's an interesting character, isn't he?
He's great.
What was it like going into the wrestling then?
Incredible.
Yeah?
Incredible. That's before we like do a full pivot. That's another reason why I'm sitting here like, does it damage? You know, like with like he's involved in the wrestling world. Dwayne and I, like, we're gonna cross fucking paths.
Hey, if anything, there's an angle there now. They put you in a ring together. If they knew what they were doing, they fucking should. By the way,
that'd be crazy. Well, they do know what they're doing because I'm on board now.
I think you have major potential in the wrestling world. You are the most natural wrestler they could have found.
Thanks, man.
That first match, because I've been watching wrestling. I'm doing a podcast later today with Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. So I'm an old school Steve Austin wrestling fan, all of that. You were so good.
Thanks, dude.
You were amazing.
Thanks, man.
Even the whole wrestling world, you know, who wanted you to be bad.
I know.
All of those kids who were praying, they were like, "Fuck me, this kid's actually great."
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. When I get that reaction, when I see oh, fuck, he's good.
No, I was watching the Twitter, like I was having a little look at the when you were trending, to see the general reaction, and it was, we've got to say that's the best debut and especially at WrestleMania.
Thanks, man.
It's mental, man.
I only trained 2 days, dude.
Bro, that is fucking insane.
I am just scratching the surface with what I can do in that ring.
That is mental.
I'm so excited.
You're doing the frog splash. You're doing the fucking.
Bro, just wait. I'll give it all. I'll give it everything.
So you're saying you're on board now? You've signed a deal with them, which I think is great.
Well, I don't know. I'm considering it.
I think that's a good move for you, because the thing about wrestling is it's not like boxing in the sense that you can do it regularly, get that money, but also you're going to tap into an audience that will only make you 10 times bigger. Those wrestling fans are so fucking loyal. The Rock's career now has been built off of that.
Off of wrestling.
Yeah. Those fans are die hard, and they followed him like right into the movies, and that enabled them to get. And I was watching thinking, why is Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling this Owens fella? Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin should be wrestling Logan Paul. You get what you did with Mayweather. They should have done that. He's fought the greatest boxer. Now he's wrestling the greatest wrestler. Some shit like that. That would have made the most sense.
That makes the most sense to me now. I think they wanted to see what I could do. Right.
I get that.
That was my case study. Yeah. And my number one objective was to deliver. Right. It's up to the fans, dude. I don't give a fuck what I want to do. If the fans don't like me or do like me, like that's going to be the determinant whether I come back or not. Turns out might have a little meat on that bone.
Bro.
So
watch this. When you look at the camera and you go, watch this, and you do the 3 suplexes. As an old school wrestling fan, I was like, motherfucker, look at him go. Like, don't get me wrong. In my opinion,
a pussy.
Your boxing performance against Floyd really showed how good you are at that. But this wrestling thing, you could do that for. When you look at Brock Lesnar, he's doing that now in his 40s. He's still making 10 million a year off of this stuff. Like
12,
whatever. Yeah, there's so much potential for you in this
longevity,
world. Yeah,
sustainability.
You're the new. You could be the new Hulk Hogan type figure, like blonde head, blue eyed kid, dodgy hairline. No, but like you could have that. You know what I mean?
which would be incredibly exciting. I just want to, where it gets difficult is, again, I got famous for being me. I don't have a character. Do we really know who Hulk Hogan is? Now, you know Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Well, you know something, brother.
Yeah. So like I can't be overly performative in my approach because I'm not playing a character. I don't know how many wrestlers are like playing a character when they hop in that ring versus are just being themselves.
Well, the best
I have to be myself.
The best ones, from what my experience is it's close to themselves, but you turn the volume right up. And that's what Stone Cold Steve Austin always said. It's me, but on a 10. Like, is he a redneck who loves drinking beer? Yes. But it's that with all the volume turned up. The same with The Rock. We've seen that charisma.
So I'll just be a fucking asshole and turn the volume up.
Well, no, but but this is the thing is, when you said like, I've got pool toys bigger than you, bucko. Like that was you. That was hilarious. And that's what you can bring to the table is athleticism. To me, you could be like, I don't know if you remember like the Eddie Guerreros and the Kurt Angles. Like they weren't the most biggest guys, but they were fucking athletic and they kept you interested the whole time. But this is the problem though, is you've got so much going on. So how do you balance boxing, wrestling, NFTs, all of this business that you're building?
So hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. I don't know. Living in Puerto Rico helps.
Really?
Because I can just stay focused. Yeah, LA, New York is so much noise, and you don't realize how much noise is in that big city until you leave, and you gain 50% of your energy back because it's been sucked out of you by the people around you.
I get you.
But yeah,
in the wrestling sense, how far do you want to take that?
This is a question I've been asking myself because to commit to wrestling like that is a little bit of a brand shift, which is a big deal. I do combat, obviously. I do podcasts. I build businesses. And now I'd also brand myself as an artist with this photography project that I did. And so, all of those things is already a bit of a hard pill to swallow because like, I just do a lot, and so then you add a wrestler on that, it gives a different feel to me, like the brand that is Logan Paul, and I hate talking about it in like,
Liam Payne terms.
Yeah, but like it's just the reality of the situation. Like there's a brand that's been built that I happens to be an amplification of myself, and I just want it to make sense. Can you be a WWE superstar and a professional NFT photographer?
Me, probably, yeah. I would say so. But no, I hear you.
With people, without people being like, "Wait, what?"
No, I think it's more the time. I don't think anyone's going to stop you. It's more there's only so many hours in a fucking day, and like your body can that withstand WWE wrestling and boxing and everything else that you got?
I'll tell you what, we're gonna find out.
I guess we are, brother.
We're gonna find out. I'm not concerned about my body. I'm worried about public sentiment. That's what I'm worried about. It's hard to. I'm interested in so many things.
It's hard to keep people attention on those things.
Yeah. Like even like I have fans, but for what? The answer is always different.
Are you worried about not focusing on one thing? Because if we look at the most successful people, there's a sustained period of time where they sort of They do that one thing, like Joe Rogan
Exactly.
is a podcaster.
Exactly.
The Rock is a movie star
Exactly.
now. So you're kind of spreading yourself thin.
Yeah.
And that may dilute down the product of what you're putting out.
100%. 100%. I do have the cushion that is Prime hydration. I'm serious.
No, I know you will.
The
bro.
only reason,
I respect it.
Thanks, bro. The only reason I would worry about spreading myself too thin is not making a really big impact in one of the things.
Okay.
Although that's going to always be the goal in everything that I do, Prime is an amazing backbone because of the success we've achieved.
So on Prime, I'm assuming that was your idea because of the way the story's been told. Did it start with you and then you took it to JJ? Is that right?
Here's what happened. The CEO kind of chased me down for a while. He's like, I want to make a beverage with you. Jeff we ignored the company for maybe like 6-7 months, and then my manager finally took the phone call, and the guy was sharp, and I think the CEO pitched JJ to me, and then I liked the idea. I said I actually could see how me and him coming together would make a splash. So what are we making? He goes, I don't know. Like, what do we want to do? You know, like, what's our product? I was like, all right, hydration. We could fill that niche. We could probably do a bit of a disruptive takeover. I want it to be bold. I want it to be in your face, bright colors, amazing product. What about Prime? Does that work? And so I went to JJ and I pitched him the idea. I was like, hey, dude, like, this is gonna fucking sound crazy because I know what kind of like where we stand. But do you want to make a business together? And he liked the idea, and his manager and his team liked the idea, and it fucking worked. It worked.
What's your estimated, if you sell, what do you think you sell that for? Because I remember 50 Cent selling vitamin water and making 400 million off of his share of it.
Yeah. Well, my number is $5 billion for Prime, which I think we'll hit in 3 years.
I see you being a billionaire. There's no doubt in my mind that you're going to hit that.
Thanks, bro. You know what I want to be? I want to be the anti-billionaire.
Oh, but yeah.
I want to be the billionaire who doesn't act like a billionaire at all. Like, I want to wear like shorts, like no shoes, like you are right now. Like, you walked in here without shoes on. I literally go, that guy's fucking cool. I want to do shit that billionaires don't do. Because, bro, I'm young and fucking crazy. And also, I document my life.
Yeah.
My life is my media. So, like, what does that look like? What is it like inside a real fucking billionaire's life? You know? What is that journey? Come with me. Let's go find out. Let's give money back. Let's spend money on crazy shit. Let's have our money make money. Let's build more companies. What does it look like?
But in regards to money, obviously you've already got a lot of money, and you're chasing that like generational wealth right now, and you're setting yourself up to be just insanely wealthy. But when you've got all that, what is the point of it for you? Aside from having fun, aside from documenting it. Because that's obviously partly an ego trip.
Yeah.
So what is the outer of that look like?
It's a great question. Yeah, because like, I don't know, bro. I never chased money. Money is a fruitful byproduct of the thing that I love to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and I happen to be smart enough to amplify it exponentially. But what's the goal? I mean, bro, one word answer: money is a scoreboard. It's a game to me. Where do you rank on that scoreboard? You know, how many billionaires, how many self-made billionaires are there under 30? American self-made billionaires under 30.
Not many, I would bet.
It can't be fucking more than 10.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's cool. That's cool to me. How many kids will that inspire? I mean, sure, like, inspire to do what? Make money, whatever. But like, I don't know.
No, there's nothing wrong with making money. I just mean, is there anything that you would do with that money that you would feel would be a lasting legacy as opposed to documenting getting the money? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I kind of liked Beast's philosophy. He wants to die with $0 to his name, which I also kind of like. I think I'll probably end up giving 90% of it away or back, or like I just won't. Like you mentioned generational wealth. I don't give a fuck about generational wealth. My kids can, if I raise my kids correctly, they'll create their version of generational wealth. They're not going to need my money. In fact, they're not.
What if you raise a little sort of waster who just wants to use daddy's money to play PlayStation?
No shot. Yeah. No shot. Yeah. I'm not my kid's friend. I'm not going to buy him the shit he wants to buy. I'm my kid's father.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna raise him.
You're gonna give them the Greg treatment then.
A healthy version of the Greg treatment. I cannot give him the Greg treatment. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be locked up for that.
I'd be locked up. Nah, but dude, you know, you got to be a dad. You got to be a fucking dad. Yeah. And like, I'm gonna raise my kids with really important, strong values where they're going to be able to create their own shit and not need to use my money. Dana
White made an offer or accepted that you would be welcome in the UFC in a roundabout way. How much thought are you putting into that as well? Because to me, that is something that you've always talked about.
I'm taking out Paddy the Baddie, dude.
Interesting.
I'm taking him out.
Because he's sat in that chair. We know Paddy.
Paddy has sat here before?
Right there, yeah.
Fuck this chair.
It's like... So he gets up to over 200 pounds in his off season recently.
Oh, I know.
This guy loves the food.
Yeah.
And when I met him, a lot of people have commented on the size difference between you two, and there is a height difference. Don't get me wrong, but I'm surprised at how big he can get.
Yeah.
For a lightweight, he is big.
Yeah.
Real big. Yeah. So that would make massive money. Are you training for it though? Because like this is something you need. Like this guy is a savage. You know what I mean?
Is he?
100%. Yeah.
You sure?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well,
like,
what makes you think that?
Well, it's a lot of wins.
Fought a couple guys.
Yeah.
Bro, I have a lot of wins.
Yeah. I don't think you have any wins in combat sport. Yeah, have you?
I guess you're right.
Yeah. But
I don't have a single win.
I know you've got the potential to be a bad motherfucker in the UFC though. Like this is something you could actually do. It's just I don't know with you can't part-time MMA, can you?
Watch me.
Crazy like a fox, aren't you?
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah. Do you think they might make that fight?
Up kick to the jaw, brother. Bang, zoom.
Have you spoke to Dana since that conversation?
I think I texted him about something. No, you know what? Maybe not.
No?
We kind of fucked over Dana a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. We didn't fuck him over, but like I did him a little dirty, and he might be upset with me. I don't know if he's upset.
How come?
Okay, you know. Did you see the bald video with me and KSI?
Yep.
You know the scene where JG and I were sitting down and we're like, "Hey man, you have any advice for us? Like, what's the number one key to success?" And we cut to Dana White, and he's like, "I think you guys got it figured out." And the joke was like, "We're trying to be successful, so we shaved our head because all bald people are successful. Look at you."
There you go, bro.
Right?
We did it.
And the joke was like, Dana's bald, and like he's successful, and so he's like, I think you guys got it figured out. Well, we shot that separately, so Dana didn't know what context it was going to be used in. I was just like, "Hey, dude, you want to like be in this sketch with KSI and I?" And then we just like we were poking fun of him being bald and successful.
Surely that's fine.
But it was used in like a Prime commercial. That's the only thing.
Oh.
I mean, it's like, essentially that video is a commercial, right? It's like an entertaining one, but at the end of the day, it's fucking an ad for our drink.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. Maybe he's upset about it. Maybe he doesn't give a fuck. Maybe I'm overthinking, which I often do. I don't fucking know. Fuck. What do I do?
Okay. Let's calm down. Okay.
Oh, let's calm. Okay. Kick it in.
Okay. Okay. NFTs. All right. You've went balls deep.
Stop.
Oh, you don't want to talk about them?
No one does.
Bad.
Dude, it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
I did.
What's going on? done.
You put so much effort. So this is the thing: is the last time you were here, you were going around the world taking all these photos, and you went like, "I've got this idea. It's going to be fucking sick." And that was potentially the most excited I've ever seen you about anything. And obviously, just before you do your big drop, everything crashes.
Crashes. So 9 months of the hardest, most passionate work of my life, about to drop a project that I believe could be the beginning of my magnum opus, my life's work, and the market crashes.
It's very Wolf of Wall Street.
Fuck.
In the movie.
Yeah, but guess what? Our shit is strong. Originals is strong.
No, it's still doing well, but is there an issue there with the value of what you initially intended to get? And like, so say, for example, there was a guy who bought a spot on the podcast.
Yep, $300,000 that Polaroid sold.
Okay. So the original, the value of what he bought was 300,000. But now, but now what you've got is not worth 300,000, is it?
Let's see. He bought it for 165 ETH. ETH is at 1,200 right now. It's probably worth about 190 or 200,000. Yeah. So essentially, in cash, he'd pay much less. But an ETH is not measured in USD. That's just the metric by which we look at it going up or down. So, I don't give a fuck. I know exactly what I'm building, and people are catching on. And this is just the beginning. Like Originals is a tech organization disguised as an art project. Mm-hmm. Art is the medium that I am telling the stories of my art on is the blockchain, which is why NFT land works for me as an artist, right? I'm not like a painter. I'm a capturer. I'm a documenter. I'm a storyteller. I tell the stories, I capture the art, it goes on the blockchain. It's called Originals because there's an original piece tied to it that the holders will get eventually, the actual Polaroid. That is, it's what you see is what you get, they're unaltered. And then the holders join what's called a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. So half of the money goes into this DAO, and then the holders are going to decide what to do with it, right? So there's so many smart ways to strategically allocate money using the brains of smart people. So it's the beginning of I think the future of community is what I think it is. That's what I'm building. So while I launch at the shittiest time ever, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. It's almost irrelevant, actually. And also, when we, my community, make it out of these woods as the only project that is still thriving, I think it'll be notable.
It's thriving partially because of you, though. You're not allowing it to do what the rest of them have done because you have a bit of a superpower in that you are a promoting expert and you're the creator, and people are invested in you more so than the concept.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you chose the right jockey. I've had projects that didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to, that definitely were not the intention of them. Gary said this on my podcast. A big mistake investors make sometimes, and the one that he sees a lot, is he'll have young entrepreneurs pitch, him and send their decks around, and an investor will invest in an entrepreneur's first project. Maybe it doesn't work out, right? It's his first project. And then he comes up with a second one, and an investor will invest in his second project. Fails again, right? Then he comes with a third. And the investor goes, "Dog, you've lost me money twice. Like I've bet on you twice now, and I'm actually not gonna believe in your stuff this time because we've been through this before." Number 3 takes off.
That's exactly what happened with Gymshark, by the way.
Really?
Shout out to Ben Francis.
Really? Yeah. Like he tried something, failed. Tried something, works.
Yeah.
Right?
It didn't work quite as well, and then the third thing I think it was what took off.
Exactly. Yeah. So oftentimes people will lose hope because of failed projects, but like if you're a real builder and a real winner,
you keep building.
You're gonna keep building, and something's gonna work. Originals will be the first thing that I do that, like, check, that worked.
Is the issue with crypto though that because you've been involved in multiple things before, Has that impacted your reputation in the world?
100%. 100%.
Because I see people giving multiple explanations for why these haven't worked, and you know there's accusations out there. How does it make you feel when people are doing these takedown videos about your NFT projects previously?
It's sad because of what I just said. There's so much shit going on behind the scenes. Like,
do you just feel like I don't owe you an explanation because you don't know?
The more I talk about something, the more attention it will get.
Okay, yeah.
And I will explain everything one day with my manager, who's like in charge now. Now, again, retroactively working to make these projects right, and the shit takes time, bro. It just fucking takes time. Development takes time.
Yeah.
To make a project that works, like I'm sorry, yo, we don't have your fucking answers today. You're not gonna 100x overnight. Everyone wants to get rich quick in crypto. It takes time to build.
Yeah.
It takes time. Originals will be a decade-long project.
Yeah, I did realize that because I got in on something that I think you were in on Vive.
Yeah.
He called me and. Same thing, like that's plummeted, you know.
Dog,
what I mean?
dog.
And they've got Disney. They've got.
Doug, I'm not the fucking bad guy here.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some actual fuckers out there.
Yeah.
And it's not me. Like, I'm here to build, to be an honest builder. And I know what I'm building. I know I have a good heart. I know where my head's at. I know I've fucked up a lot, but I've learned from all of it. I'm dangerous, dude. But I'm Liam Payne right now, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I started One Direction. No, I did. Y'all don't believe me?
Yo, Louis was in the back. He was organizing it.
Y'all don't believe me? I pitched One Direction to Simon Cowell.
That's it.
Clip it.
What about...
Take it away, blogs.
The problem, though, with NFTs, though, isn't it? NFTs is rich people fun, right? And
the problem, you're buying a fucking monkey! A monkey!
It's rich people fun, though, isn't it?
How is that how does that work? What happened here?
Do you still own all these pictures that were worth hundreds of thousands?
Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Some of them are sick. And some of them I really believe in.
The women ones and that, you love.
I love the women one, World of Women.
Don't you?
You know why, though? Because I really like what they represent. That's why I love that project. It's my proudest project I'm behind. And what I'm realizing actually in this crypto crash, being someone who is still actively releasing a crypto project at the worst time ever, it is, and this is the mistake that I made the first two times. This is what I'm realizing now. It is about community. Community. That's the beautiful thing about some of these projects. The community of people that you build around a unified belief in something. Putting smart minds together is beautiful. It's actually amazing, man. I mentioned I'm building this DAO. The people in it, we have like a chat. It's incredible. They're all so excited about the same thing I'm excited about. What can you do with that? That's exciting. The World of Women thing, it represents inclusion, represents women in crypto and blockchain, art, community. Like, I just love it.
To me, though, as much as it is about art and creation, it's about money. And overall, with all the money that you've put in and all the money you've taken out, where do you think you're sitting right now in terms of profit, losses?
I'm probably even.
Really?
Because of the market right now.
Do you think you're one of the few who's even, though?
Right now? Yeah, for sure. For sure. If you bought ETH in the past like 2.5 years, you're down. Fact. If you are a human being who bought Ethereum in the past 2.5 years, you're down. Everyone is. And so, yeah, I happen to have some big ass wins. But
that's
now
saved you, hasn't it? That's saved you.
Saved me, yeah, for sure. But I'm even now, man. I've had some big losses, but such is life, dude.
Let's talk boxing, all right?
Let's fucking do it.
Floyd Mayweather said he was going to pay you, paid you your upfront money, didn't give you your pay-per-view share.
Floyd's dumb as hell.
How much do you think this guy owes you? Because when I was in here, I remember you talking about the millions that you thought you were going to get from that. Yeah. How much do you think he owes you?
My guess is between 2 and 5 mil. Conservatively.
And he's saying recently you've been paid.
This motherfucker. I'm sure I've been paid. Yeah. Not in full.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, you're right, dude.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of my money? Like, this will be settled. This will be settled. And look, I'm young, dude. I got time. I got fucking time to troll, to settle a civil lawsuit.
Do you think this is down to his struggles, though, financially? Because there's a lot of talk about how much he's worth, but the actions he has of a man in his coming up mid to late 40s now, still fighting with these random people in random places for 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in prime, huh? Do something smart with your money, Floyd. He went on it was at a press conference or something the other day, and he had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. Why the fuck would I ask for a rematch for someone who doesn't pay you for the fight? If I haven't been paid for the first one, why on God's green earth would I ask you for a second fight knowing damn well I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work, you dumbass? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
I bet they did.
100%. He was supposed to fight on top of the Burj Al Arab in Dubai.
Was that
the 7-star hotel?
He was going to fight that YouTube kid, right?
Yep. With the helipad up top, right? Would have been amazing. Got called a month and a half before because some shit happened with his opponent. Hey, would you want to fight Floyd in a month and a half? Someone from his team, or someone who at least thought they could get the deal done enough to give us a confidential phone call. I go, what? Bro, pay me for the first fucking fight.
So how's he managed to get away with this then? I'm assuming the money was transferred to him initially because it was his promotional company.
Yeah.
And then the idea was he would pay you out of the cut. Okay.
Yeah. Because also, before you fight Floyd Mayweather, I'll do whatever you fucking need, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me where to sign. Now I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe we should have had some sort of escrow account or like an arbitrator or like someone running the deal instead of Mayweather Promotions. I've said too much on this podcast. I've said way fucking too much,
You know what
bro.
I'm like, man. I drag it out with you. Who do you want to fight next? Because that's the problem now. You've went to Floyd fucking Mayweather. And you, by the way, I think that was the best performance of any YouTube boxer when you fought Floyd.
Thanks.
In terms of boxing skill.
Let me tell you something.
Who do you fight now?
Wait. Before I answer that question, I want to tell you something.
Go for it.
Let me ask you. Do you think any internet boxer, YouTube boxer, would have survived against Floyd?
I'd say no.
The answer is no.
No, I'd say no.
The answer is absolutely fucking not. Not even my own brother.
Yeah. The only thing with Jake is there's a punch there that could, that could end it at any second.
Yeah, if you hit him.
But
you're not gonna hit him.
You're not hitting him. Not with the way that would have gone. No.
Yeah, I'm fast. I was able to hit him barely. A couple times.
But you were able to hit him because of your style, and that's the point, is because you have like reflex base and you're on the back foot and he was coming in. Jake is an aggressor, and that's what Floyd loves. So you counterpunched him, and that's why you got him a couple of times. You know what I mean? That's the way to get Floyd, really. As much as you...
Yeah, no, but
and you can't put the power on those kind of punches because you're throwing them while moving back, and
Yep. And by the way, I'd love to put this to the test. Like, let's put the best we got against Floyd and see what happens. I could be wrong. I could maybe I suck. Maybe Jake Paul does knock out.
No, but
Floyd.
I
maybe
just
KSI does knock out.
I think it's
Floyd.
the style. Your style is quite defensive and good on the move, and I just think that with a lot of other people he would have gassed them out. Because you're a great athlete, you were able to keep going. You got your second win.
Thanks, bro. I wish it was a 10-round fight.
Oh man, I think you were coming.
I wish it was a 10-round fight.
I don't think people give you anywhere near enough credit. Even for surviving that,
Thanks,
it was
bro.
amazing.
Can I ask you something?
Go for it.
Be honest with me. How many rounds do you think I won against Floyd?
Well, off the top of my head, I remember thinking about 3. Off the top of my head.
Andrew Schultz, tell your fucking boy that I won 3!
What were they saying?
3 rounds,
What
dog.
was Schultz saying?
His boy. I said I won 3 as well.
Yeah.
I said 3.
Yeah.
I think that's like objective.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
What did he say?
His boy said I won 1.
Nah.
Yo, dog, you tripping? Like, what the fuck?
That's not fair.
He just didn't want to give it to me. Anyways, sorry, dog.
But you see,
that was personal validation.
Mayweather fans, they have these, like, I remember when Conor fought Floyd. Conor won about 3 as well, right? Let's say roughly.
Yeah.
Now,
wasn't that a 12 round?
Yeah, well, I think it was a 12 round. It ended in the 10th. But a lot of Mayweather fans like to go, oh, well, it's because he let him. It's like, well, whatever. It doesn't matter whether he let him or not. Whatever you've got to say, it doesn't matter.
Dog, I'm a fucking YouTuber.
Winning rounds is winning rounds.
I'm a YouTuber.
What the fuck do you want?
I'm a YouTuber.
Guys, this is
not like a boxer.
This was your second, like, pro fight.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
It's
Ever.
crazy.
It wasn't like you had like an MMA career like Conor McGregor did. You literally were like, okay, let's see if I can do this boxing against the greatest of all time or one of them.
Yeah.
You know, so who would you want to fight now, though? Is it hard because you fought like one of the GOATs? Now, where do you go? Back to YouTube? Austin McBroom, one of those guys?
No. I'm going to piece up Dylan Dennis.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love that, I've got to be honest.
Everyone would love it. That dude is the fucking gum that sticks to the bottom of your shoe when you walk on the street.
So true.
That dude sucks.
So
I'm going to
true.
shut his ass up.
Do you think he'll get in the ring though with you? Because he's one of those guys who he loves talking, but he's that kid who runs away, isn't he? I know he's great at jiu-jitsu, but come on.
He'll talk about getting in the ring.
Yeah.
He'll talk about it, make no mistake. He'll do his little trolling online. It'll get a little attention. But the moment you sign that contract, and especially the moment that you're in the ring across from me, the story's going to change a little bit. It's much scarier than you think. And you're going to get hit with a big fucking shot where you're going to wake up and realize that, oh, fuck, I've made a grave error. And especially, Geordie, I'm coming off fighting the greatest boxer ever, potentially. Do you know what that does to someone's confidence in a sport? The next person that I get in the ring with will not walk out of that ring conscious. Fact.
I believe you.
Like and I've been humbled before. Like I've lost in boxing. Like and I know what it tastes like, and I'm not fucking going back. And then I fought Floyd. I'm angry, dude. I'm fired the fuck up. And like
how's the hand with the injury?
Fantastic. It's a fucking mallet now. I got a 40 millimeter titanium screw in my hand, and the knuckle has flattened. Okay.
Yeah.
So the right hand.
Boom. Yeah.
Mallet,
like
dude.
A brick.
I'm fired up, Geordie. And my brother is murdering it.
Yeah.
My little brother is killing it.
Yeah.
Talk about motivation.
Yeah.
Talk about inspiration. He's giving so much respect to our family name. Now I gotta match. You know, I gotta be on par.
You've seen Dylan. Have you seen any of his fights and his boxing and his?
I've seen. I think he's fought twice.
Yeah.
In Bellator.
He didn't look great on the feet, if we're being honest. He didn't. I think you've got him quite comfortably. I think you'll smash him.
Yeah. Bro, I won't be in there for more than 4 rounds.
I'd be surprised if it was 2, if I'm honest. I think
I'm gonna feel him out a little bit, and then it won't be more.
He just doesn't have that snap to it. When I watched him hit the bag once, and I watched him spar, he released a little bit of footage. I just thought there's just nothing there. There's no power at all. Did you see him get choked out by the bouncer?
Yeah.
Michael Bisping told us he was a chocolatier, actually. He was a chocolate maker who was part-time bouncer. He wasn't even full-time bouncer. He didn't even know jiu-jitsu. The guy's a chocolatier. He makes chocolates.
How does Dylan Dennis, a jiu-jitsu god, get choked out by a chocolatier? What happened?
I don't know. He must have offered him some Thornton's chocolates or something.
So weird, dude. Oh, that's so weird. I can't wait for the day where...
Are you going to make this fight, though? Is this actually going to be made?
We'll attempt. We will attempt. I will give him an offer.
Okay.
And he'll probably be like, this is not what I'm worth.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it is, bucko. You're not even worth that.
I mean...
Because I will find someone.
Yeah.
I will fucking find someone that will sign on the dotted line. And I will make someone extremely fucking rich and famous for the rest of their life. Sure, it's going to be incredibly embarrassing. You'll get Tyron Woodley. And, like, you're going to be a medium.
There's some good up and coming boxers as well coming into YouTube though. Like there was that FaZe kid who looked really good.
Sure.
There's Kenny who looks pretty good out of Beta Squad, and also FaZe Sensei, people like that.
A couple things. There's levels to the shit.
You want a real fighter, as in Dylan Dennis has fought in MMA.
There's a couple things. One, you have to be able to sell a fight, and then B, I just don't think those fights would be on par.
Okay.
I don't think people would believe that it could be a good fight.
I think the Dylan Dennis thing, the fact that he was Conor's training partner, there's a lot there.
Bingo.
I get why you pick him.
Bingo, and it also sets me up for a potential Conor fight, should that ever happen. Jake's also trying to fight Conor, right?
Apparently, he's only got 2 fights left on his UFC contract.
So either myself or Jake will fight Conor McGregor.
I agree.
Eventually.
Yeah. It's just too much money for you not to do that for him as well.
Same with Conor. Like, okay, you're not taking a crazy fucking risk, right? Like maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I mean, if Conor McGregor loses to either Jake or I, that's tough. That's a legacy.
I do think he would, by the way. I'm putting this out there right now, and I don't give a fuck what people think. I think you both beat him. I just don't think his power translates from 170 upwards, and his fitness is clearly a problem. He fades so fast, and I think especially your gas tank and Jake's power, either or would just be too much.
I think so too. I think so too. But then again, I'm fucking delusional. I don't know.
Can we talk about Jake's next fight? He's fighting Tommy by the looks of it.
Is that out yet?
It's pretty much nailed. I mean, Big John Fury's confirmed.
John Fury. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but let's say hypothetically,
let's say it's happening. How do you feel? Because
August 6th, Madison Square Garden.
In my opinion, in Jake's last 2 fights, although he secured the knockout against Tyron Woodley, and yes, he beat Tyron both times, I didn't feel like he looked his best. You know, like I felt like he was a little bit sloppier than usual. Energy levels didn't look there. The zip in his punches didn't look.
I was scared that last fight against Tyron. I was scared. It was round 6, and I'm like, I actually think Jake's barely got it thus far. Like, he's going to need to do something. Then he did something.
Well, and that's the thing. When you've got the equalizer in that power shot, he can do that. But like against Tommy, if he doesn't land that,
what happens?
Tommy has a lot of skill.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's quick. He's slick.
Yeah,
you know, he's
slick.
got those little moves that growing up in the Fury family you will pick up. Yeah. And it's definitely a harder fight in my opinion.
Sure. I like it. I like everything about it.
Yeah.
You know, Tommy's a good lad, good young lad. A little bit of an oddball. Looks like he was potentially manufactured.
Well, he was on a reality TV show over here. I don't know if you're aware.
I'm saying he's a robot of sorts. Like, he was put together piece by piece in a factory, oiled, and then
he looks like a doll in that regard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've seen him on the shelf at Walmart in a small box as a figurine. He's like a Barbie, a Ken doll, but blown up and made sentient.
Actually, his girlfriend is like that Barbie of this, basically the UK. She's very famous.
Really?
Molly, her name is, I think. All the girls sort of, kind of like Kim Kardashian in that they sort of model themselves on, like whatever she's wearing, they copy. So she's the famous one, and he's sort of the B-side.
Brother. He's the B-side.
He's the B-side of the relationship. 100%. Like, he gets most of his fame from his brother, but also from her.
And his eyes.
Well, he's beautiful.
His eyes. I mean, just fuck, dude. Tommy's one of those guys, you look at him in the eyes and like, where am I now? I've been teleported across galaxies.
Absolutely.
Because they're so just blue, and the abyss is just like, wow, you just dive in, you know what I'm saying?
If we were going to go there, he'd be high on the list. Fair play to him.
Fair play to him, dude. Nah, there's...
should we break the fight down a little? What do you think? How do you say it going? Because Tommy's slick. He's going to be in there for a little while. Jake's looking like he's putting a bit of muscle on. He looks like he's working.
He's thick. He's working so hard. He's working too hard.
It looks like they're leaning into what he's good at, which is power. Yeah. It looks like they're lining. And we've seen Tommy get caught with the right hand in his fights, but the fights were against guys who weren't that good. But what Tommy's lot are going to say is, look at who Jake's fought. They're not on our level either.
Bro, are you fucking... That's not even like... Let's be objective. Tommy's opponents were put in against Tommy to lose. Like, some of them don't have like any wins. Like, just riddled with losses.
Yep.
Every time Jake fights, it's against a guy who you're like, okay, this makes sense. This is a natural evolution based on where your boxing ability is at. He's done this much better than I have. I went from KSI, an actual fucking dog, to Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, you went from barroom brawler to
Yeah.
a total boxer.
Bro, I didn't get no Gib.
Yeah.
I didn't get no fucking Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Jake's much smarter and way more patient than I am about boxing. And so what I see happening, kind of based on actually what I just said, and historically what we've seen every single time, Tommy will be horizontal. Face down, knocked out for some time.
How do you think people will deal with that though? Because this is the boxer. This is he's finally fighting a real boxer, and all of that pressure is going to be on both of them in a way, because Tommy has got the family name and
pressure's on Tommy.
Yeah.
Jake lives for this shit. This is the environment the kid just flourishes. He's used to it, dog. Motherfuckers have no idea what Jake's been through. They do not know what it's like to be Jake Paul. Iron proof. The guy is solid. Tommy is the younger brother. He's got a lot to prove. And like I said, there's a moment in every single fight where Jake Paul hits his opponent for the first time and they have a moment of like, oh, fuck. This could end very bad.
I remember Ben Askren's face when he got that body shot, and it was that moment of, oh, this is a fight.
He was gonna be a Navy SEAL before fucking social media, dog. He like an actual psychopath, a Navy SEAL, like the toughest people on the planet. It's Jake, and combine the work ethic, combine the experience, like under those lights. He thrives.
Because I felt like with Woodley, it was a bit of a messy fight, the last one, but again, it was that knockout punch. Yeah, and you see him just finding a way to land that shot.
I don't know if it's that shot. He's looking sharp. Punches and bunches. Combos.
What about KSI? Let's go on to him. He's fighting Alex Wassabi by the looks of it.
Is he?
Looks like that's the one. Alex Wassabi.
That's crazy.
Cool fight. He's coming off the back of winning against Deji. So now he's fighting the bigger brother.
There's a little story arc there.
And Alex looked pretty good in that. He was fit, jabbing and moving. You got JJ, who says he's been working a lot and is going to look totally different.
Yeah. He says that every time.
That's the thing. He didn't look much different in his fights between your two fights, but this is 3 years later. So there's a lot that can be done.
And by the way, he might. He definitely might.
Yeah.
My
He's looking physically different. Like, he's shredded now, JJ.
Yeah, he's in good shape. He's in good shape. My concern...
all the pressure's on JJ though. Let's make
100%.
This is a gimme fight in the eyes of the public.
Yeah, and I honestly do think it's a gimme fight. I think bro, I've been in the ring with the kid. He's a winner. And my only it's not even a concern. It's just like the one thing I think a little bit about is when he's saying like he's gonna look completely different is like I've just heard that before, and I know there's a dog that comes out of him when he gets in the ring that sometimes may revert him to the windmill punches, which I don't think will matter with Alex Wassabi.
But Alex Wassabi, though, his style is a lot more... I don't know who we compare him to, but I guess the way you were originally fighting JJ and that jabbing and moving, we can expect, although not as physically built as what you are, he's going to do that. He's going to be on his bike. He's going to be running, jab, run.
And I hope it works, dude, because if one of JJ's fucking cannonballs hits you, like, that's tough, dude. Those are hard punches.
How do you visualize this fight then?
I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait to see JJ in the ring again,
because he's making that road to Jake Paul now. He really says that, and I've spoken to a couple of people. Can't really reveal too much, but it seems like that's the game plan. That puts you in an awkward position. You got your business partner against your brother.
Very awkward.
I wonder what it would be like being you that night, because that fight seems it's a bit like what you said about Conor McGregor. There's just too much fucking money for them not to do this as well. And actually Jake KSI, because of the hatred, because of the true hatred there, surely we're talking like one of the biggest fights of the decade in terms of money.
I agree. I might even try to hop on the undercard.
The undercard. Oh,
talk about talk about the biggest fight of the decade.
Yeah,
that'd be the craziest card ever.
Oh, yeah.
If I find the right dance partner and I'm the co-main event for Jake Paul and KSI, I mean, that card is
Logan Paul versus The Rock, co-main event.
Co-main event.
I can see that.
Potentially one of the highest selling nights ever, maybe.
I wonder, what about Gib?
For me?
Yeah.
Geordie, what do you think this is?
Gib's good. Gib will give you a good fight.
No, he would. Geordie, I will go spar Gib right now. Right from here, I will leave this podcast hungover and go spar Gib. He won't make it out of 2 rounds.
Gib versus McBroom, the winner. Whoever wins, that could be a good fight for you. Just putting that out there. I think they both beat Dylan Dennis.
I think it's such a waste of time.
I think they both beat Dylan Dennis. I know that Dylan Dennis has got something else, but I think in a pure boxing match, they'd both beat him. Just putting that out there. It's been a good chat today. I've enjoyed it.
Bro, I said too much today, dude.
Sorry.
Fucking whatever. Clip it. Put it on. Take it away, blogs.
Take it away, blogs. You fucking crazy bastard. All right, that was Logan Paul. Once again, one of the most regular guests I've had actually now at this point on the True Geordie podcast. We love him. He's a bit hungover. We're gonna look after him. We'll feed him. We'll fuck him. We'll do whatever he needs. You rest up.
Fuck me, bro.
You rest up.
Yo, will you fuck me, bro?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's all right.
That's a
Jeffree Star probably fucked you, so this is a regular thing. No,
dog, I was considering it. Low key, I was sitting across from Jeffree. I was like, this dude's actually fucking bad as hell.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Nah, but dude,
what did it feel like to be in a room with like a James Bond villain like that? You know what I'm saying?
I love him. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a...
did he tell you which rappers were trying to fuck?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I know. I should have pried.
Yeah.
Should have pried. I also I want to be careful with outing shit like that. I've said too much, bro. I gotta go home.
That was Logan Paul on the True Geordie podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Cheers.